So here we have seen that if the electron in n is equal to 1, the 1s orbital, the term value, this is for the hydrogen atom, sorry for the, so here if the electron is n is equal to 1, the term value is 1, 2s, 1 by 2. The electron is here, the term value is this, electron is here, term value is this. So now if we look into the n is equal to, in the 2 electron system, here in the 2 electron system, if the one of the electron is in the s orbital and other electron is in the s orbital, the term value will be equal to 1s1 and 3s1. So now here both levels are possible because the first electron is in n is equal to 1 and the second electron is in n is equal to 2. So the principal quantum number of both electrons are different, so it does not violate the Pauli exclusion principle. In the second case, the first electron is in the s orbital and other electron is in the p orbital. This is in the n is equal to 1 and this is in the n is equal to 2. So the configuration which we have seen that 1p1 and 3p012. Again, both are possible because it does not violate the Pauli exclusion principle. Again, if the one electron is in the s orbital and other electron is in the d orbital, the term values are these four values. If one of the electron is in the s orbital and other is in the f orbital, these are the term values for the SF configuration. So now we have to look at how the de-excitation possible from higher level to the lower level. So this is what we have discussed in the last lecture. So now we know that how the each shell is to be filled by the electron. So we call it as a Aufbau principle. So this is the case if n is equal to 1, the 2 electron can exist in s orbital. N is equal to 2, there are 2 orbital s and p. In the s there are 2 electrons, in the p there are 6 electrons. So the configuration is 2s2 2p6. Again for n is equal to 3, 3s, 3p and 3d. Here n is equal to 3, we have 3 orbitals. Is n is equal to 4, we have 4 orbitals. N is equal to 5, we have 5 orbitals here. So the configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. This arrow shows the filling up of the electron. The first 1s2 is to be filled up, the second 2s2, the third is 2p2, then 3s2, then 3p6, then 4s2, then 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, and so on. This arrow indicates that how each shell is to be filled and how many electrons are possible in each shell. For n is equal to 1, there are 2 electrons only possible. For n is equal to 2, there are 8 electrons. For n is equal to 3, there are 18 electrons. And so on, we can calculate it. Okay. Second is, if we look here, s is equal to 0 means single orbital. This is a spherical symmetric orbital, which we call it as a s orbital. So now in this s orbital, how many electrons are possible? There are 2 electrons. In each orbital, there must be only 2 electrons to be filled in each orbital. So here, in the p is equal to 1, so p, there are 3 orbitals, px, py and pz. So in each orbital, there must be maximum 2 electrons. So the 2 electron is here, 2 electron here, 2 electron here. So the maximum 6 electrons can be filled up in the p orbitals. So here there are 3 p orbitals and in each orbital, there should be maximum 2 electrons in each orbital. So now here, so now here In the d orbital, there are 5 orbitals, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the double type. So as a resultant, in each orbital, there is a maximum 2 electrons. So there are 5 d orbitals. So therefore, in each d orbital, there is a maximum 2. So the total number of electrons in the d orbital is 10. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So the total number is 10. Similarly, here in the f orbital, there are 7 orbitals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in the f is equal to 3, there are 7 orbitals. So as a resultant, in each orbital, there must maximum 2 electrons. So as a resultant, the total number of electrons in the f orbital is 7. So now we have to look at here how the electrons is to be filled up in each orbital. This is the hydrogen atom, only one electron, whose spin is up. This is the helium atom, both electron in the s orbital. One of the electron has a spin up, other electron has a spin down. Both spin cannot be in the same direction, because if the both spin is in the same direction, it violates the Pauli exclusion principle. So therefore that term value is not possible. In the lithium, there are 3 electrons. 2 of the electron is in the 1s2 and third electron is in the 2s level. So these are the 2 electron in the first state. So the 2 electron have a same spin but is opposite direction. So one of the spin is +1/2 and other has a spin -1/2. The third electron is in the n is equal to 2 into 2s orbital. Here in the beryllium, 2 of the total electron is a 4. So the configuration is 1s2 and 2s2. So now if we look here, both electron have a spin 1/2, but they are in the opposite direction. So the total spin is in the opposite direction. So similarly, beryllium, carbon, and etc. These are the filling up of the electron in each orbital. The main thing is that in each orbital here, these are the different orbitals what we have discussed here. In each orbital, this is one orbital, say other orbital, third orbital. In each orbital, there must be maximum 2 electron. And 2 electron, no 4 quantum numbers of these 2 electron may be the same. इनके चारों क्वांटम नंबर सेम नहीं हो सकते, क्योंकि अगर इनके क्वांटम नंबर सेम है चारों तो वो लेवल पॉसिबल नहीं है. इट वायोलेट्स द पॉली एक्सक्लूजन प्रिंसिपल. अब आते हैं हम यहाँ पे कि वो पॉसिबल क्यों नहीं है. फर्स्ट कर लेते हैं हमारे पास 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन है. अब इन 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन में अब फर्स्ट कर लेते हैं हमारे पास 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन है. ठीक है जी. अब इस 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन में अगर आप ये देखें कि फर्ज कर लें ये 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन है. अब इलेक्ट्रॉन जो होता है वो इनडिस्टिंग्विशेबल पार्टिकल है. फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द हीलियम. अब हीलियम में दोनों इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है वो है 1s2 स्टेट पे, दोनों सेम ऑर्बिटल में है, दोनों s ऑर्बिटल में है. अब ये जो दोनों इलेक्ट्रॉन है ये इनडिस्टिंग्विशेबल पार्टिकल के आप इसको डिस्टिंग्विश नहीं कर सकते. अगर मैं इनको इंटरचेंज कर दूं कि इस यहाँ का इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे ले आऊं और यहाँ का इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे ले आऊं, तो आप नहीं बता सकते कि ये कौन सा इलेक्ट्रॉन था, ये कौन सा इलेक्ट्रॉन था, क्योंकि दीज आर द डिस्टिंग्विशेबल पार्टिकल. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे अगर आप 2 पर्सन्स हैं, उनको अगर मैं एक्सचेंज कर दूं तो वो डिस्टिंग्विशेबल होंगे. फर्ज कर लें नेक और अल्ताफ है, इसको उसकी पोजीशंस ये है, दिस इज द पोजीशन ऑफ द नेक एंड अल्ताफ. इफ वी इंटरचेंज इट you can distinguish it. But instead of a person, instead of a things, if they are electrons, and electron is the indistinguishable particle, if we interchange their position, we cannot distinguish it. So now if we say that one of the electron is in the position R1 from the nucleus in the s orbital, and other electron is in the position r2 from the nucleus. So now if we look here, if we look here, this is the case. We are discussing the symmetric and antisymmetric wave function. In case of two electrons like a helium atom, first electron is in the position r1, and the r1, its state function is psi of a. Psi of a is its state function. State function is a function, or we call it as a wave function, which describe the state of the particle in an orbital. So the position is this, which is the position of r1. आप लोग पढ़ के आए Schrödinger equation. The wave function is the function of position and time. Here we are discussing only the wave function, which is the function of the position, not a time. Time को हम यहाँ पे ignore कर देते हैं, and we call it as a time independent wave function. So one of the electron has a position r1, and this position r1 has a state function psi of a, and the second electron has a position r2 from the nucleus, because this r1 and r2 is the position vector which shows the position of the electron from the nucleus, and the psi of b is the wave function of the second electron whose position is r2 from the nucleus. So now the total wave function, because you know that the wave function of one electron is combined with the wave function of the other electron, so as a resultant, the total wave function must be equal to this. Psi r1 r2 is equal to psi a into psi b. So this is the total wave function. So please stop your videos. Stop your videos. So now here, the wave function of the one electron is this, wave function of the other electron is this. So as a resultant, the total wave function psi, which is the function of r1 and r2, because this is the total wave function, which is the wave function of the both electrons, is equal to psi of a into r1, psi of b into r2. So this is the total wave function here. So now again, this is the psi r1 r2. This is the total wave function, which is the wave function of these two on this combination. Again, if we interchange their position, if the first electron, which was in the r1 here, but if this first electron goes to the r2 and the second electron goes to the r1, so now the position is changed. First electron, whose position is now r2, first it was at r1, clear? Now its position is r2. So the wave function is this. For example, let's say कि अगर मैं इसको आपको So here, if first electron is in the R1, so now the position is changed, the first electron is in the R2. Its wave state function is psi of A. The second electron, which was in the R2, now the second electron is in the R1, whose wave function is psi of B. So now again the combined wave function of these two electrons, R2 into R1, will be equal to psi of A into R2 and psi of B into R1. So if we look into the difference between these two wave function, this wave function and this wave function, so these are the two combined wave function when we interchange the position. So now after interchange, the probability density will be the same. The probability density of the total both electron before the exchange must be equal to the after exchange. So now the this total wave function after the exchange, if its direction changes, this plus minus says that plus shows the symmetric wave function and minus shows the anti-symmetric wave function. What does it mean by symmetric and anti-symmetric? If the wave function is changed by 180 degree, then the function is known as a anti-symmetric wave function. If we interchange the wave function, it remains same, then that is called the symmetric wave function. अब यहाँ पे अगर आप ये देखें, symmetric wave function क्या है कि अगर total wave function before the exchange, before the interchange remains the same